Trump slammed Vogue's Anna Wintour for Vanity Fair's apology after they released a controversial video about Hillary Clinton. He's getting trolled for that gaffe. Despite his long-standing feud with Vanity Fair, Donald Trump apparently doesn't know who works there. The president chimed in with the readers furious about the magazine's supposedly tongue-in-cheek video about Hillary Clinton that suggested she take up knitting as a hobby instead of running for office again. Except, he wasn't pissed about that message, but that Vanity Fair decided to apologize. Oh, and he thinks Anna Wintour, the legendary artistic director for Condé Nast and former longtime Vogue Editor-in-Chief, is the person to blame for this. Does he think Wintour's the EIC of Vanity Fair? Sure sounds like it, Trump tweeted. Vanity Fair, which looks like it is on its last legs, is bending over backwards in apologizing for the minor hit they took at Crooked H. Anna Wintour, who was all set to be AMB to Court of St. James's and a big fundraiser for CH, is beside herself in grief and begging for forgiveness. There is a lot to unpack here, but for now let's focus on the Wintour detail. While Condé Nast is Vanity Fair's parent company, either way, it would not be the artistic director's decision to run the video. Anna Wintour has absolutely nothing to do with this. The correct name he's looking for VF's editor-in-chief is Radhika Jones. The video in question from Vanity Fair is this uncomfortable clip below, in which several VF staffers, glasses of champagne in hand, assign Clinton some snarky New Year's resolutions. None of them are funny, and the video has a weirdly hostile tone. Some of their resolutions include, take up a new hobby, volunteering, knitting, improv comedy, literally anything to keep you from running for office again. It ends with the staffers raising their glasses to toast Clinton, which also seemed oddly sarcastic. Vanity Fair apologized profusely for the video after people voiced their concern about its message. Why are they telling the first woman candidate to get a party's nomination in the general presidential election, a former senator and secretary of state, to stop trying and just start knitting? It's grossly sexist and frankly weird. It's not supposed to be pro-Trump, but it reads that way, and becomes even more uncomfortable when you remember that 53% of white Americans voted for him. Of course, Trump had no problem with the content of the video, just the fact that Vanity Fair apologized for it. Trump has known Wintour for decades, and should know that she's with Vogue. It appears that he could be mashing together his feuds. Trump has had a long-time loathing for Vanity Fair going back to the 1980s. Editor-in-Chief Graydon Carter, who stepped down earlier this year, is actually the person who started the whole small hands thing. In a 1984 profile, Carter described Trump as having hands small and neatly groomed. Fast forward to 1988, when Carter trolled him in a satirical article for Spy magazine that called him a short-fingered vulgarian. Carter revealed during the election, when the joke got brought up again, that Trump allegedly mails him a photo of himself randomly every few years with his hands circled in gold Sharpie. He writes "not small" next to them. He has beef with Wintour, of course. He steamed when Anna revealed in October that she's never inviting him to the Met Gala again. During a segment on The Late Late Show with James Corden, James asked her to play Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts. In lieu of eating pickled pig's feet, she told him, without missing a beat, that she'd cut Trump from the guest list. Whatever the reason for this extremely baffling tweet, voters are absolutely trolling him on Twitter for it. Some are taking the correct route and using the "Devil Wears Prada" quotes and gifs to insult him. Take a look. Are you even surprised that Trump doesn't know who works at Vanity Fair, and still slammed them? Let us know.